So we're just getting to the Red Fort here in Agra. We went to a rug shop. Spent a lot of money on a rug, but it looks pretty cool.
My fault.
Yeah, it's gonna be a nice runner for our back room. What is it, red? What color is it?
Red and like a light blue and some gold. It's beautiful.
It's pretty cool.
And we need a runner for back there.
10 days we'll be at the house. Pretty much once we get home, it's just gonna be at our doorstep, which is pretty cool. They ship it right to us.
Yes.
Ready? And now it's gonna be, it's nice. It's a nice piece. And it's something you'll remember forever every time you walk on it too, you know?
It just gets better with age.
Yeah, they said over time they become more valuable because the more you step on it, the more details come out in the fibers. I'll have to show you when we get back.
In the time of Emperor, there used to be alligators in here.
Really?
And on the entrance, you see a drawbridge. There. A monkey coming up.
Look at this big old monkey. That's a big one too.
Originally, it was a wooden drawbridge covering the boat up to there. Like this is made. When an enemy is trying to enter, they pull the drawbridge up. And you see these two walls. In between these two walls, there was starving wild animals like lion, tigers, and bears.
Oh, was it really?
So to go in, the enemy first has to cross the crocodile, an army on the first wall, then wild animal, then 70 feet wall, and army again. So it's very difficult to get in.
And this was protecting this. What was it protecting?
And the royal family.
The royal
family too. Oh.
Because Mughals, remember, this royal family have a different way of construction. They never built a castle and a fort. They build the palaces inside the fort. So there is army part also, and there's royal palaces also.
So is this the royal family that has the Taj Mahal then?
Yes, his grandfather also lived here. His father lives here. He himself lives here. His son lives here. They all live here. So come for the ladies, that's the way.
Ladies.
It took 8 years to him to build the walls and few palaces inside, and it cost 3.5 million rupees to construct this place. But later on, when his son Jahangir became the next emperor of India, he had owned this place. Then his son Shah Jahan, who made Taj Mahal, he made some palaces here. And then his son Aurangzeb, who put him in prison, also made some palaces here. So this place was added on by 4 emperors.
What year did you say it began?
1565 started.
1565.
See, so that was the palace of Akbar the Great, which is all broken. Akbar, he became an emperor at the age of 13. He was illiterate, he did not know how to read and write. But still with the policies and reforms he introduced, he was called as Akbar the Great. He introduced a policy called as Sulh-e-Kul, which means peace with everyone. Then he started a new religion with the name of Deen-e-Ilahi, which means religion of one God. And in that religion, he put the best principles of all religion. And he himself followed that religion to unite the people of India. He has got 3 wives, 2 of them were Muslims, Salima Sultana, Ruqayya Begum, and a Hindu princess, her name was Jodhibai, and that was happened for the first time in the history of Islam when statues were allowed in Muslim court. When he allowed the Hindu wife to pray as per her religion and ordered to construct a Hindu temple inside a Muslim court. And he is the one who bring India under one crown. Before Akbar there were small kingdoms, and he ruled India from Agra for 50 years, and people call him Akbar the Great. So that was his palace, which is all broken. So now a question for you, sir. How is the palace broken? I've already given you a clue. And I'm expecting a right answer from you.
Cannonballs or something? How did they break it?
3 wives live together.
Oh, really? That makes sense.
Don't make same mistake.
Yeah.
Three wives all living together, huh?
Yes, and see what happened.
Wow.
You see the results.
Yep.
So can you still do that nowadays? Have multiple wives?
You can, but if you want to live in tent, you can do it.
I mean, I don't think it's legal back in the
Like
U.S.
in India,
is it?
like the Muslims allowed to do so because we don't have got like uniform civil code in India yet. So all religions have got different liberties. But I don't think so people do it.
No, it's
People
not
don't
smart.
do it. No.
You know, even in society, if someone has got more than one wife, people don't look him with respect.
Okay.
I think in Utah, back home, like Mormons, they can, right? Was it called like
Like-
polygamy or something like that?
Like even in Muslims, it's allowed as per the law, but they don't do that because if someone has got more than one wife, people won't look them with respect.
It's not.
It's a bad thing in society. Like
Yeah.
you're not loyal to your first wife, then you have got second wife and all these things. So people don't. As per
even
religion,
agree to it.
also, like if you are getting married with a second woman, like you should need the assent of the first wife. If she won't agree, you can't do it as per the religion also.
Yeah.
But people take it for granted, some people. But
Yeah.
like it should be like if your first wife allow you the second marriage, you can. And religiously you do that, like it was allowed in the religion, so because if there is some widow in your area, And like some girl who's poor, her parents don't have enough to get married. So to support her, you can marry her, but not just for having like for wife or just for your enjoyment. You can like Henry VIII in England, he murdered one of his wives and got married. So it's not for fun, like it's just to support some ladies. And if your first wife agrees to do so.
Right.
Like Taj we have been this morning, that was majorly Islamic architecture. But the place you see here, this was built by same rulers, same family, but the architecture style is a combination of Hindu and Islam. The reason why Akbar believes in all religion, respect people from all religions, so to develop the feeling of equality among the people of India, he used both kind of architecture. This was the bedroom of emperor. No doors, it was closed with curtains hanged on sandalwood frame. See these geometrical patterns on the pillar, these are Islamic. This side and other side symmetry is Islamic. Parrots there, birds there. Can you see that? The row of parrots there?
Where?
See, like 2 feet above the entrance, right above this.
Okay,
On each side.
Underneath a small pot and 2 parrots either side of it.
Okay, yeah, I see
That's a
that.
living creature. Living creatures are not allowed in the law of Muslim, and that's typical Hindu style of architecture.
Okay.
And why they're not allowed in the law of Muslim? Because of no idol worship. That's Hindu style of architecture.
Okay.
These brackets you see here, they look like elephant heads. That's again a Hindu Hindu style of architecture. So we call this architecture as Indo-Islamic, Indo-Persian, or Mughal architecture. The other side was his dining hall. This is the temple for the Hindu wife. The center hall is the dancing hall, the place where the ladies used to perform to entertain the royal family. Emperor sits at the top here. Queen in small windows. More ladies in the balcony and 3 seats go for the guest. And these are the drainages for the rainwater. From the center you notice there is slope in all 4 directions. So when it rains, rainwater run to these and from it drain out. Look there, Taj Mahal.
Do the Taj Mahal here? Oh wow, look at that. Up there. Careful.
And the reason why it is on that spot only because behind it the river is taking a U-turn.
Okay.
And even during floods, what happened? When the water has got high currents, it's hit the bases and goes away without giving thrust to it. That is why it is constructed on that.
Oh really?
Here onwards, you see everything is in different color, different architecture, very much like Taj Mahal. Because from here, everything was added on by Shah Jahan, the man who built Taj. The first palace in the white part, sir, was for his younger daughter. Her name was Roshanara. Palace made up of red stone, covered with white plaster. Back in those days, it has got beautiful frescoes. On the roof, it's brass. Originally, that was gold plated. On the inner wall, you see those niches. The niches are not for keeping oil lamps or decorative. When it was closed with heavy curtains and she talks to someone, the voice won't travel, won't happen. Her room was soundproof.
Oh wow.
Harem, the place where all the ladies were living. These walls were painted. The curtains were silk and woolen carpet. There were torches for light. The ladies in the dresses, so just imagine the colors. Under those brackets, you see the metal ring. That is for hanging silk and woolen carpet as curtains. And the stone rings are available for the torches for light. So as I told you earlier, just imagine the colors.
Yeah,
This is like Thousands in One Night.
Yeah.
Now I'd like to show you the palace from inside. Imagine with all those settings and life here.
Like there's some things you want to just go back in time and witness. This is probably one of them for sure.
Alice in Wonderland.
Yeah. Love the time travel and stuff like that.
See these impressions here? If you touch these impressions, you feel that something has been taken off.
Okay.
Relief of gold and gemstones. Look at the marble, it's translucent, the light is passing through. But right now it's about 11:15. Sun is in this sun direction, palace is open. Imagine it was closed with doors and curtains. Early morning the sun rises, the light came to the marble, strikes the gem, they start twinkling. Imagine there's gold all over, precious stone shining, a beautiful carpet in the floor, a chandelier hang in the middle, both sides silver door. Started with James, outside silk and woolen carpet is curtain. Imagine the place.
So who took all that off then? Somebody steal it?
That was what happened after the Mughal era was over. The Jat rulers were the first to come and invade the place. After the Jat, the Marathas ruler. Marathas are those who live in Maharashtra. And the Britishers, Persians, everyone happened.
So I wonder how much value it was that was just in gold.
Again,
Millions of dollars. So they made the marble so thin that light could actually pass through it?
Not thin. Doesn't matter how thick it is. You see here. This is a property of Indian marble. It's always translucent. See?
Oh yeah.
Oh, this is is it? The soft Italy?
No, this is Indian marble.
Oh, Indian.
Indian marble is always translucent because of the presence of crystals in it.
So you're saying that the Taj Mahal
So you
is-
see, it doesn't matter how thick it is, the light always passes through. And imagine in the daylight, if it's dark, it's more clear.
Yeah. What I think is even more amazing is that I've never even heard of this place. I've always heard of Taj Mahal, but I never knew there was something like this.
Like this is, like it's more than the expectations of people. People always heard of Agra and Taj Mahal, never heard of this place. And when you are outside, looking at the wall, you think it's in another fort.
Yeah.
But once you come in and you see the palaces here, and see the character of the place, and then you can link the two places because the people who have constructed it, Taj, they were living here.
Yeah.
So this was his bedroom. This is the bedroom of Shah Jahan, the man who built Taj Mahal. Smaller than yours, man? Smaller than yours? Just a little.
Just a little bit, yeah.
And not that lavish also.
Oh gosh, no, not at all.
This used to be this white then, huh?
And you see like the water here, the iron here.
Yeah.
This is iron filling here. So as I told you, it's like 30 centimeters in thickness.
So when it was first made, the whole thing was probably this clean.
This color. This marble can be cleaned and can bring back to the same color. Because how? Because it's not porous. The stains is on the top, so you can wash it and bring it back to the same color.
A lot of scrubbing, yeah.
Yes. You used to see, you put the diamond and you used to see the Taj in reflection. You see, that's one block of marble, the fountain, which is inlaid with it. One block of marble.
People that's why they
That's why they're some visitors. You see how the gems are missing?
Yes. That's awful. Look at how cool that view would be though.
The overhanging balcony and the tower at the top provides some of the best view of Taj Mahal. When we'll climb there, that palace, you'll see the view from there.
So what was the exact reason that he imprisoned his dad?
Because he wanted his eldest son to be the next, and he was number 3.
So like what gave him the power to do that to his dad though? Since the dad's the overall ruler.
And like the system was the eldest should become the next, and he was number 3. He didn't want to wait. Too much power and money.
How did he get away with doing it?
Yeah, how did he get away with doing it?
Like there was a battle between the brothers, so he defeated the 3 brothers, and when the battle took place, they were the governors. The 4 brothers were the governors of 4 different provinces of India. His youngest brother was the governor of the state of Bengal. Number 3, Aurangzeb, he was the governor of Deccan, South India. Number 2 was the governor of Gujarat. And number 1 was the governor of Punjab. So they do all have their own army. So when the battle took place, the youngest brother escaped from the battlefield. Till today, we have no evidences whether he successfully reached Burma or he was killed by the local rulers. He defeated number 2 and imprisoned him. And some historians write slow poison was given to him, and some write he died of sickness because no proper treatment was given to him. The eldest one was defeated and arrested and hang him in Delhi. Then he put his father in prison and became the next.
Okay.
That's crazy. This is a pretty glamorous prison
This is
though.
like Game of Thrones.
Yeah, pretty much.
This is real Game of Thrones.
So I asked him of how people became powerful here to begin with, like where it all started from, like what made you an emperor, made you a king. He pretty much said it all started off cows. Whoever had the most cows then had the most money. If you had the most money, you started making rules for people because you had workers. Then it basically just all spread out of control from there. Then you start arguing and fighting with each other over who has the most power. So pretty much all started by whoever has the most animals. It's wild. Yeah, look at the view of the Taj Mahal. Say?
I'd get mad in traffic.
Oh yeah, that's probably why everybody honks. Stressed out. A little extra for you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Nice meeting you. Good ride. How's it going, man?
How's it all?
It's good.
Yeah, this is a beautiful building.
Thank you. That was well worth it.
So many people give me your card. Today, give me 2% from England.
Oh yeah?
You too. Everyone check. And
Yeah.
the people here. Everyone check too now. You are famous in India.
Oh, shit. That'd be awesome. Great. Yeah, I got my haircut right in there.
Already cut it?
Yeah.
Oh, good, good. You pay how much?
Good. What was it, like 600?
Ah,
Too much? Well, with the massage too.
my person is there. I'm cutting only 50 rupees.
50. Yeah, it was a pretty nice salon and I did it last night.
Uh-huh.
It cracked my neck and my neck hurts right now.
I understand. So many people they just
Yeah.
go to next time coming to Agra only $85. Okay.
I'll tell
This is
everybody.
my car. Okay.
All right, thank you.
Okay. Bye.